Aloha and good morning. It's early Sunday morning. The water's supposed to be smooth. We have like a 10-hour ride to get Charlevoix from Mackinac Island, which you see out here. And I gotta get going. Everyone's already been up. Somehow we must have miscommunicated and they've already been up. So what I do now, I just get my Nebo app out. I start Nebo just so everyone knows where I am, where the other loopers are, and it records my travel. It's like a log. And all the other loopers can see that I'm actually moving. And so we just click on prepare for travel and we start. And if it doesn't sense us moving, it'll actually shut itself off and stop recording. So right now we're recording, we're all good to go. And next we get our boating and navionics up, which is called boating. And we have all these covers on to protect our equipment from UV rays. So we're going to turn our autopilot on, turn our radio on, and now we just select where we're going, to Charlevoix. So follow along our boat story this morning as we make our way from Mackinac Island to Charlevoix on Lake Michigan. Aloha, we are Sava, Cynthia, and Alex, along with our two dogs, Lucy and Shadow. We're traveling America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile North American waterway from Florida to Canada and back down via the Mississippi. Follow us on this journey on our boat called Mahalo. That's too far. Charlevoix. Here we go. And we're going to the marina. And we're all set. It's going to do the calculation. And there we have it. It says we're going to be going for 9 hours 42 minutes. And it's going to be 48 miles, 58 miles. There we go. So follow along. Here we go. So first thing we see coming out of the harbor, actually passing through the harbor here at Mackinac, is this big freighter. And we just let him know that we're not going to get in his way, so that way he doesn't have to worry. But as you can see, oh, there's the bridge. You can see it in the distance. That's my alarm saying there could be a collision if you don't watch out. All right, we're all good. Alex just saw the breakwater here to our right, where this lighthouse is, that's flashing. And we're just making sure that we're well away from the lighthouse. Edwin Gott, I believe, is what the freighter is called. All right, last bit of the Mackinac Island as we're leaving. That's the lighthouse here with the breaker wall, barrier wall right here, and straight ahead is the bridge. It goes across the lakes. So we had Coast Bar, now the freighter, passing us here on the left side, and he called us, let us know that he was passing us. We're going port to port. Edwin Gott, the other freighter, is still ahead of us, and we still got the bridge ahead of us too. Alright, I just warned my family that we're going to have rolling broadside waves, less than a foot, but you will feel the boat rocking just a tiny bit. So Cynthia's got her boning out. You can, I don't know if you can even see Cynthia or Alex, but they're here. The dogs are here. Here's Lucy. She's at the helm. Shadow's in his basket. He's a basket case.
And
all right,
quilt.
Just a quick view of the bridge, if you can see it. We'll see later on if it actually shows up. Yeah, we'll get the wind coming out of the north right now. Probably about 5 to 8 knots, so about 10 miles an hour, more or less.
We have the radar on for small craft.
Yeah, we got radar on just to make sure.
Every once in a while you have aluminum boats, people fishing, and you can't can't see them. So radar see for us.
So behind us we have Mackinac Island, and you see dawn. You see just the slightest bit of the new day. Just a little closer to the bridge, the Mackinac Bridge. Still don't know what comes out on the GoPro, but it's pretty from here. Red, white, and blue. Very patriotic. This is the view from where I'm sitting right here, which is where you see both my Navionics, my Garmin. We got the radar going over here, and we got the bridge straight up ahead. Hopefully it turns out and you can actually tell it's a bridge, but it's beautiful with red, white, and blue. And it's twilight in the back, so it's starting to lighten up just a little bit, the black sky. We're less than 2 miles away from it right now. It's just so beautiful with the red, white, and blue in the middle. Everyone here is bundled up. There's Alex, all in the dark. Cynthia and Lucy.
Who I tried to cover Lucy, but she doesn't like it. And yet Shadow loves being under a quilt in his dog bed. Cocoon.
He
likes to be in the cocoon.
He likes to be there, yeah.
And she doesn't like it. I tried to cover her.
If we send the camera up, you see the dawn of another day. It's pretty, red, white, and blue. Stories this bridge can tell from storms it has seen. Not too bad this morning though. We got like 1-footers right now coming head on. Bit of a current going through here. That's at least a half mile an hour, if not a little more. Here the car is going over the metal grate. It sounds like a metal grate up there, doesn't it, Alex?
Yep.
It doesn't sound like it's concrete. Alright, Lucy says we should get one more shot, and then she says we gotta close up the sides because it's cold this morning. Alright, fun's over. It's gonna be another 9 hours before we get there. Somewhere around 3 o'clock in the afternoon to Charlevoix. Aloha! So we got a beautiful sunrise this morning. There's the Mackinac Bridge right there. We passed it a little bit ago. We still got good 9 hours to go, 8-9 hours. It's gonna be a while, but beautiful start to a day. Aloha from the bridge here on Mahalo. It's about 9 o'clock now. Sun has come up. The waves are not a half foot as promised. They are more like 3 feet. The windy app sometimes is good, sometimes not. We try to compare it with predict wind. They also said 1/3 of a foot. Yeah, they got it both wrong. This is not 1/3 of a foot. About 3 feet is what we got here. And you see by the chart, we're gonna make a left turn here in about 40 minutes and go south on Lake Michigan. You can see Lake Michigan right there. And we're gonna go down that way to Charlevoix. But yeah, not what was promised. Cynthia and Alex are downstairs. They took boning because they do not like these waves. So they're coming from about 2 o'clock on the starboard side and rocking us quite a bit. Aloha! So we've made it all the way across westbound so far, as you can see here, and we're about to make a left turn. Vienna Shoals is right there, and we got a lighthouse here. I'll zoom in, and we're going to go down, straight down Charlevoix. So, but the waves are coming. If I turn too early, they're going to hit us broadside, and it's going to rock the boat really bad. So I'm actually going to make a sharp turn once I'm perpendicular to that lighthouse right there. And that lighthouse looks like it's been well pounded by the waves. I don't think it's inhabited by any lighthouse master. It looks pretty much abandoned. I'm sure it still works, but anyway, very shallow on this side. So yeah, we definitely don't want to cross between that island right there and this lighthouse. We're going to make a sharp left once we get perpendicular to that lighthouse here by Vienna Shoals. You can see we're getting very close to where we'll make a sharp left turn. And these half-foot waves they promised us, nothing near that. We got about 3 footers right now out here, and every so often we get one bigger than that. That looks definitely abandoned. Look at right through the window, it looks like it has no roof. So wherever the lighthouse keeper used to be, that is all empty. Just one quick look before we make that turn here at Vienna Shoals. You see what I'm talking about here. These are not half-foot waves. All right, about ready to make a turn. Lucy is not impressed. She still has PTSD from Chesapeake Bay. She does not like all this rocking. Not her cup of tea. Totally understandable. My chart plotter is doing an update, so I really can't use that as my autopilot right this moment. And we're going to make a left turn. What a difference the direction makes. The waves are coming now from the rear, so we're still going to rock a bit, but we're not slamming into the waves anymore. Like you can see the lighthouse. And that's where we came from. Way back there, you probably can't see it, is the Mackinac Bridge. So we're off, going south down Lake Michigan. Just made that left turn. You can see us going right past. A little bit longer, we'll be there, so follow along. Aloha, quick view from the back where we made that turn going south. That's against the sun where we came from. You see the rolling waves behind us. View of Michigan's coastline here north of Charlevoix. We're about 2 hours out right now. Aloha! Welcome back to the bridge of Mahalo. We're getting closer to Charlevoix. About an hour away. We've picked up speed a little bit. I moved our RPMs up to about 933 from 750 because the bridge opens every half hour and the waves out here are not comfortable to kind of wait for 25 minutes or 20 minutes while we just sit and wait. We'll be rocking back and forth too much. So we are going to push it and try to be there about 7 or 8 minutes prior to the opening of the bridge, which will open at 2:30. And that way we don't get rocked so badly. It also cuts down on the amount of time the crew downstairs has to deal with these waves, which are coming as following seas. As you can see, they're good sized waves, probably about 3 to 4 foot. Yeah, just threw me back on my seat. 3 to 4 foot waves following seas, but they're coming from around the 5 o'clock of our starboard side. And it sort of rocks the boat left and right. That is the update for right now, and so 2:30 or so we should be in Charlevoix at the bridge, the US 31 bridge. All right, we're getting closer here to Charlevoix. The waves have not let up, as you can see, and we've still got a good 4 foot swells here, pushing us along and moving the boat left to right. Kind of in a fishtailing kind of maneuver because of the direction of the waves, and it's picked up. If anything, it's gotten a little worse than better. So we of course picked up the speed, as I said earlier, to get to Charlevoix at the 2:30 opening of the bridge, and that's what we're doing right now. Right now it says 2:24 arrival at the bridge, which is good. I'm going to check out the insane depths. I'm not sure if this is actually going to show, but 329 feet here. It is crazy deep. And just if you look at some of the others, 397. So around here, yeah, very, very deep. It's deeper than on Lake Ontario, which I thought was bad, with 200 feet. Aloha, we are 1.5 miles from the bridge here at Charlevoix. The waves have not let up, but I see some dunes. This is so cool. I've not seen this before. Some dunes right here. Before we enter into the channel, the breakwater here at Charlevoix. Straight ahead, it's the breakwater. We're gonna have to go in there, follow the markers. It's like a big factory of some sort over on this side. But we're trying to make that opening here at 2:30. I think we should make it. We had to speed up a little more because the currents and all. All right, we're arriving here, the entrance to the channel. It's a bit of a challenge. These waves here, I don't know if you can see this or not, but we're looking at 4, maybe 5-foot waves, swells, I should say, not waves, but swells, crashing against the entrance. So we are should be there 7 minutes prior to the opening. So we're going to try to thread ourselves in here. Easier said than done, of course. Alright, sharp left here. And we should be able to get in without being thrown off course too much. Alright, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be a little painful. Swells are coming directly across the side. Aloha and welcome to Charlevoix. We made it. Alex is fixing the fender because this seems to be the type of posts that are found here in the Great Lakes. These posts rather than a flat surface, which is what we're used to. So Alex is trying to tie that so that we don't rub against the posts. It was too windy. Our slip was actually number 10. I tried several times, a couple times to get in there, but there's hardly enough room. It's like 50 feet between the end of the pier and that boat. So there's hardly enough room for me to maneuver to get the boat in with the wind. I need a little bit more room. So they gave me slip 6, which I'm very appreciative of, but it did take me 2 tries to try to get in here with this wind, which has got to be at least 10 plus miles an hour. And this boat is like a sail. When that wind hits it sideways, or it'll turn this boat and move it really, really quickly. Aloha. So that was a really quick check-in right here at the Harbor Master's office. Got our paper. We got a bathhouse here, and they have Wi-Fi, of course. We got Starlink. We're all set. Otherwise, a beautiful day, but a bit windy to come in. And so we're glad we're here. We're parked in a seasonal slip. She says that should all be fine for 4 nights, which is what we're planning to be here, is for 4 nights. And then we'll have to see if we can move on. So we're thankful for here. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you again on the next trip as we head further south on Lake Michigan.